Today's video, we are going to be looking into some important lights on your dashboard that you need to be aware of and the first step to take once you see this light illuminating. So the first on the list is the oil light. So this oil light, once you see this illuminating or on your dashboard, what it's trying to tell you is the engine oil on your engine is low. So once you see this light, you just have to bear two things in mind. It's either the engine oil is low or there is no oil on your engine, or possibly the engine is not receiving oil as a result of oil pump failure. So if you're driving and you notice the oil light is on, you just have to stop driving and open your hood and check for the necessary, or better still, call a mechanic. The next we are going to be looking into is the fuel light. So if you see this fuel light on or illuminating, what your dashboard is trying to tell you is for you to be aware that the fuel in your car is very low. This light signifies that you should branch any of the nearby filling station to refill your car. So looking this light, like saying it's nothing, can warrant your engine, your car, to stop moving when it comes to a point that there is no fuel in your car again for the engine to use or manage for the performance of your engine. So if you notice this light on, you just have to branch to the nearest filling station to refill your car. And the next on the list we are going to be looking into is the temperature light. The temperature light has been the light that has caused a lot of drivers to lose their engine because they overlooked the light. You see this light, once this light is on, it's trying to tell you that your fan, it's not blowing possibly, or maybe there is no coolant in your radiator. Yeah, so if there is no coolant on your radiator or the fan is not blowing, it will cause your engine to overheat. So if you notice this sign, or you notice the your temperature going higher than as it was, you just have to stop by, open the hood and check if there is any fault there. So the temperature light showing means that there is no coolant on your radiator, or possibly the fan has stopped. So if you check and there is no possible cause, that means the wire might be faulty. You just have to branch to a nearby mechanic and they would have a thorough check on it. Okay, so we are going to be looking into the check engine light. This is very important when it comes to car performance. So the check engine lights control a lot of things in your vehicle. This shows if there is a failing plug, if there is a failing master flow sensor, if the O2 sensor is bad, or possibly if your fuel pump is bad. So once this light starts illuminating, or once the check engine light is unsteady, it's trying to tell you that the engine performance is reducing or it's not as usual. So if you have a failing plug, the check engine light would come on, and if you have a bad master flow sensor, the check engine light would come on. So you just have to branch to a nearby mechanic and they will have a thorough check on this fault. So each time you see the check engine light on, it's trying to tell you that the power of the engine has been reduced, or possibly there is something about to occur. That is how it is. So the check engine light works directly or works with the engine ECM. So once you see the check engine light, it means that something isn't right with your engine, and all you just have to do is to branch to a nearby mechanic and they get the problem solved. So we are going to be looking into the next, which is the brake light. So as a driver, as a car owner, you don't have to overlook these lights because they are just like this, but very important. So let's say you're driving and your brake light just come on. All you just have to do is to branch to a nearby mechanic and check for the fault. So the brake light coming on means it could be that it's trying to tell you that there is no fluid. It might be that it's trying to tell you that your car is on an handbrake for you to remove, or possibly it might be that you have a worn out brake pad. So if you see this light and you don't understand what it means, all you just have to do is to branch to a nearby mechanic for them to detect the fault and tell you what actually the problem is. So these lights that I've mentioned, you don't have to overlook. The check engine light, the fuel, the brake light, the temperature, all are very, very important. So these are the important ones I brought for now. The next we would complete them. So like I said, if you see the brake light, it's trying to tell you it's either on handbrake or brake pad worn out or no fluid. See you in the next part.